At 85, Margaret Thompson had become the talk of her neighborhood, not because of her age, but because of how astonishingly young she looked. With her glowing skin, clear eyes, and lively energy, people often mistook her for someone in her early 60s. Her secret wasn't a hidden fortune spent on spa treatments or expensive anti-aging creams. It was something far simpler, and far more inspiring. Margaret's transformation began when she looked in the mirror one morning and realized that her reflection didn't match how she felt inside. Though her spirit was youthful, her skin had grown dull, dry, and tired looking. Wrinkles told stories of a life well lived, but she wanted her outside to reflect her vibrant inner self. Instead of giving up to age, she started searching for natural ways to restore her glow, methods that were safe, affordable, and free from harsh chemicals. One evening, while flipping through an old wellness magazine, she came across an ancient beauty tip using castor oil and baking soda. Intrigued by the simplicity, she decided to give it a try. Within weeks, the changes were undeniable. Her skin began to feel smoother, tighter, and more nourished. The deep lines on her forehead softened, and even her age spots started to fade. Neighbors who hadn't seen her in a while couldn't believe their eyes. "Margaret, what have you done?" they'd ask, and she would smile, sharing her little secret with a wink. But her glow wasn't just skin deep. The newfound confidence that came with her appearance brought back a youthful spark in her heart. She started walking more, socializing again, and even began volunteering at the local senior center, inspiring others to believe that aging gracefully doesn't mean surrendering to time. Margaret's story quickly spread through social media and local wellness circles. Soon, people all over were trying her simple remedy and seeing similar transformations. What began as a small experiment became a movement, proof that age is truly just a number when you nurture your body with care and natural love. The secret behind Margaret's timeless beauty wasn't hidden in any fancy jar or luxury serum. It was right there in her kitchen: castor oil and baking soda. This humble duo, long known in traditional remedies, turned into her personal fountain of youth. What made it so miraculous wasn't magic, but nature's quiet wisdom working in perfect harmony. Margaret first heard about the mixture while reading an old home remedy article that claimed this combination could reset tired skin. Skeptical yet curious, she decided to test it herself. She mixed 1 teaspoon of baking soda with 2 teaspoons of castor oil, creating a smooth, creamy paste. Each night before bed, she gently massaged it onto her face, neck, and even her hands, the areas that most revealed her age. Within days, she began to notice a difference. The castor oil, rich in fatty acids and antioxidants, deeply nourished her skin, locking in moisture and promoting collagen production. It soothed inflammation, softened fine lines, and helped repair damaged cells. Meanwhile, the baking soda trapped beneath the surface. It also boosts circulation, bringing fresh oxygen and nutrients to tired skin cells. The result: a radiant, healthy complexion that looks truly alive. Margaret noticed how her face started to look fresher each morning, not because of makeup, but because her skin was actually breathing again. The baking soda, on the other hand, played its own powerful role in this detox. With its mild alkalinity, it helped neutralize acidity and bacteria that contribute to breakouts and dullness. It gently exfoliated dead cells, allowing new, healthy ones to emerge. Margaret found that even her fine lines seemed softer, not just because of hydration, but because her skin's natural renewal process was finally in motion again. But what made the biggest difference was the ritual itself. Each time Margaret applied the mixture, she did it slowly and mindfully, massaging her face in small circles, letting the oil soak in, and washing it away with warm water. It became her nightly meditation, a moment of peace, care, and connection with herself. She wasn't just cleansing her skin, she was cleansing her energy. After a few months, people around her started noticing not only her glowing face but also her renewed vitality. "You look so refreshed," they'd say. And it was true. Her skin had regained its youthful elasticity, and her confidence shone brighter than ever. Margaret's story shows that true beauty begins with natural detox and cellular renewal. By using what nature provides, she proved that anyone, at any age, can press the reset button on their skin and spirit. Sparkles. The real magic behind Margaret's transformation lay in castor oil's extraordinary anti-wrinkle power, a gift from nature that science is now beginning to appreciate. While most anti-aging creams boast of complex ingredients and chemical formulas, castor oil stands apart for its simplicity and depth. It doesn't just sit on the skin's surface, it penetrates deep into the layers, nourishing, healing, and repairing from within. Rich in ricinoleic acid, castor oil has unique properties that enhance the production of collagen and elastin, two essential proteins that keep skin firm, smooth, and youthful. As we age, our natural collagen levels decline, leading to sagging and wrinkles. But with regular use, castor oil helps replenish and stimulate these fibers, effectively tightening the skin and reducing the appearance of fine lines. Margaret noticed that after just a few weeks of applying it nightly, the crow's feet around her eyes began to soften, and the deep lines near her mouth faded into gentle creases. Unlike harsh chemical treatments, castor oil works gently yet powerfully. It's packed with antioxidants that fight free radicals, those unstable molecules responsible for premature aging. Every drop acted like a shield for Margaret's skin, protecting it from dryness, sun damage, and pollution. Over time, her complexion became smoother, her skin tone more even, and her face carried that youthful, natural glow that no makeup could replicate. What made castor oil even more remarkable was its hydrating strength. For older skin that tends to lose moisture quickly, this was a true blessing. By sealing in hydration, it prevented flakiness and dullness, making her skin soft and supple again. It also soothed any irritation or redness, restoring balance to her complexion. Dermatologists who later studied her routine were fascinated. Some even remarked that castor oil performed better than many high-end creams, without any side effects. Margaret loved that. The idea that something so pure and natural could outperform products that cost hundreds. For her, applying castor oil wasn't just skincare, it was a form of self-care. Each time she massaged it in, she could feel her skin drinking in its goodness. With every passing week, Her reflection reminded her that aging gracefully isn't about fighting time, it's about nourishing the skin with what it truly needs. Herb sparkles while castor oil gave Margaret's skin its deep nourishment. It was baking soda that brought back her natural brightness, gently polishing away years of dullness and revealing the youthful glow hidden beneath. Often overlooked as just a kitchen staple, baking soda turned out to be one of the most powerful yet gentle exfoliators she had ever used. It didn't just clean her skin, it helped rebalance and renew it in ways no expensive facial treatment ever had. As skin ages, its natural renewal process slows down. Dead cells begin to accumulate on the surface, making the complexion appear rough, uneven, and lifeless. Margaret noticed this herself. Her once smooth skin had lost its shine and looked tired even after using moisturizers. But when she began incorporating baking soda into her nightly castor oil mix, everything changed. Its fine texture gently removed the buildup of old cells, allowing her skin to breathe freely again. Within just a few uses, she could feel the difference. Her face felt cleaner, softer, and smoother to the touch. The dark spots and patchiness she once tried to hide began to fade naturally. But the true transformation came in the radiance that returned, that healthy, youthful glow she thought was gone forever. What made baking soda so remarkable was its ability to balance the skin's pH. As we age, years of exposure to makeup, pollution, and harsh soaps can disrupt this balance, leading to irritation and uneven tone. Baking soda, being mildly alkaline, helped neutralize this imbalance, restoring her skin's natural harmony. It also kept away bacteria and impurities, preventing new blemishes from forming, something Margaret hadn't expected but was thrilled to discover. Over time, her complexion became clearer and brighter, like she had shed a layer of age. Friends commented that her skin looked lit from within, glowing in a way that seemed effortless. Margaret often joked, "Who knew the secret to ageless beauty was hiding in my kitchen all along?" Her story proved that sometimes, the simplest remedies are the most powerful. Baking soda didn't just lighten her skin, it revived it, restoring the softness, clarity, and confidence she thought time had taken away. Combined with castor oil's healing magic, it became her secret weapon for timeless, balanced beauty. Sparkles Margaret's stunning transformation didn't happen overnight. It was the result of a daily ritual that turned into a sacred act of self-love. Every evening, without fail, she would prepare her simple mixture of castor oil and baking soda, not as a chore but as a gentle reminder that caring for herself was still a priority, even at 85. This small, consistent habit became her secret weapon, one that reversed decades of visible aging and rekindled her youthful spirit from within. Her routine began with a warm towel pressed lightly against her face to open the pores. Then, she would take a small amount of the creamy paste and massage it in slow, circular motions. The warmth of her hands helped the castor oil sink deep into her skin while the baking soda softly exfoliated and cleansed. She paid special attention to the fine lines around her eyes and mouth, where time had left its most visible marks. With every stroke, she felt as if she was massaging away years of fatigue and stress. After about 10 minutes, she rinsed her face with lukewarm water and gently patted it dry. The result was instant. Her skin felt clean, nourished, and refreshed. But what truly amazed her was the long-term change. Week by week, she began to see her wrinkles soften, her skin tone even out, and that long-lost natural glow return. Her reflection started to resemble the woman she once was, vibrant, confident, and full of life. The secret, she realized, wasn't just the ingredients, it was consistency. Many people try remedies for a few days and give up too soon, but Margaret's patience and belief in natural healing made all the difference. Over time, her nightly skincare ritual also became her emotional therapy, a quiet time to unwind, reflect, and appreciate herself. Months later, when friends saw her, they couldn't believe the transformation. "You've found the fountain of youth," they laughed. But Margaret knew the truth. It wasn't a miracle, just a few minutes of care each day. Her message to others was simple yet powerful. If you love your skin every day, it will love you back, no matter your age. Her nightly ritual became a living testament that true beauty blossoms from devotion, patience, and natural care. Herb sparkles. When word of Margaret's transformation began to spread, it didn't take long for the story to catch the attention of skincare experts and dermatologists. Many were skeptical at first. How could two ordinary household ingredients, castor oil and baking soda, achieve what countless expensive creams and clinical treatments promised but rarely delivered? Yet when they saw her glowing, youthful skin in person, they couldn't deny the results. Some even described it as better than most luxury creams on the market. A local dermatologist, curious about her method, examined her skin closely. He was stunned by its firmness, smooth texture, and natural radiance, all achieved without surgery, Botox, or laser therapy. "Her skin barrier is incredibly healthy," he remarked. "Castor oil has deep regenerative properties, and combined with baking soda's exfoliating power, it creates a perfect natural balance." What amazed him most was how consistent use of a simple remedy had done what synthetic products often fail to do: restore true vitality and elasticity. Experts began to analyze the science behind it. Castor oil's ricinoleic acid promotes collagen synthesis and reduces inflammation, while baking soda's alkalinity helps detoxify and renew skin cells. Together, they form a potent natural cleanser and moisturizer that rejuvenates at the cellular level. Unlike chemical products that only mask signs of aging, this combination actually supports the skin's ability to heal and rebuild itself naturally. News outlets soon picked up Margaret's story, calling it a natural breakthrough in senior skincare. Women, and even men, from different parts of the country began to replicate her routine, sharing their results online. Photos of glowing faces, softened wrinkles, and radiant smiles filled social media, all inspired by one humble 85-year-old who had defied time. For Margaret, the experts' praise was flattering, but what touched her most was how her experience was giving others hope and confidence. She loved hearing from people who said her remedy helped them feel beautiful again without relying on chemicals or surgery. In the end, even the professionals had to admit, sometimes the simplest solutions are the most powerful. Margaret's journey proved that true skincare isn't about luxury brands, but about consistency, purity, and nature's timeless wisdom. Sparkles. Margaret's journey didn't just transform her appearance, it ignited a wave of renewed confidence and self-love among seniors everywhere. Her story became a shining example that aging doesn't have to mean fading away. Instead, it can be a time of rediscovery, where natural care and simple rituals bring back not only beauty but joy. As she shared her experience with the world, more and more seniors began to realize that it's never too late to reclaim their youth, inside and out. Soon, women in their 70s and 80s were trying Margaret's castor oil and baking soda blend, sending her heartfelt messages about how it had changed their lives. "I look in the mirror and smile again," one woman wrote. "My wrinkles don't bother me anymore. My skin feels alive. These stories poured in from around the world, each one echoing the same message. Self-care knows no age limit. Margaret loved reading every message. It filled her heart with pride to know that something so simple, so pure, could restore confidence to people who thought time had stolen it from them. She often said, "We may not stop aging, but we can age beautifully, and that's what matters." To her, beauty wasn't just about smooth skin or fewer wrinkles. It was about the light that returns to your eyes when you start caring for yourself again. Communities and wellness groups began to share her remedy, encouraging seniors to embrace natural living instead of chasing miracle cures. Workshops were even held at senior centers where people learned how to make and use the mixture properly. It became more than a skincare tip. It became a movement of empowerment, reminding older generations that beauty and vitality can bloom at any age. Even those who didn't use the remedy found inspiration in her attitude. Margaret showed that staying youthful starts with mindset, gratitude, self-care, and a little faith in nature's gifts. She became a quiet hero for seniors everywhere, proving that confidence is the real secret to looking young. Her message continues to echo. You don't need to chase youth, nurture it with kindness and consistency. Through her simple nightly routine, Margaret not only turned back the clock, she helped others believe that every age can be beautiful when you embrace it with love. Herb Dizzy.